Hi everyone, talking to you here today from Potter Valley, California. Beautiful farming valley, inland Mendocino County, about 125 miles north of San Francisco. I want to talk to you about a real issue that affects everybody in this country, and that's our land, our water, and what's happening to small family farms and generational communities. Potter Valley is faced with a real issue. We are at the risk of losing our water for our farms, our communities, downstream water for cities like Ukiah, California, Pillsbury, Cloverdale, California, Hopland, that will never be replaced. And all at the hands of multi-billion-dollar corporation, motivated politicians that seem to think that they should tell us how to live and explain to us the path that we should follow. In the meantime, taking away our generational farms and homes and destroying our communities with no promise of a better water supply, no promise of flood control, only promises of dictation of how we are going to move forward. This is a real issue, and it's important that everybody pays attention because it will affect all your homes. We're thankful for Secretary Rollins, United States Department of Agriculture, who has noticed this issue and is communicating with us, but we need everybody to pay attention to what's happening in our small communities. And don't believe because you live in an urban area, this will not affect you. This is your water that comes from here. This is the water that protects you from fires, like in the Palisades, or water that raises your crops. And you look around this valley, and there's a lot of crops grown here that support Northern California. Generational cattle ranches. These small valleys in Northern California supply important agriculture products all over the country. This valley alone has cattle ranches, sheep ranches, fruit farms, wine grapes, berry farms, vegetable farms. All this affects everybody. But it's important to you understand that there's an effort to take these farms away from the people who have lived on them for generations. There's an effort to squelch these communities. There's going to be people down on the lower Russian River in Guerneville, Montreal, that are going to get flooded. There's going to be people on the lower Eel River that will not have downstream flows to supply their farms or their communities. There's going to be a lack of flood control. All of this because corporations that post $2.5 billion profits talk to us about a loss when they prospered and received proceeds from these communities in an area where we pay the highest power bills in the country. The Potter Valley project will affect over 600,000 people in 4 to 5 counties, as far south as Marin County, southern Sonoma County, Mendocino County, Lake County, and downstream on the Eel River. Furthermore, it's slated at somewhere close to $1 billion of taxpayer money to take out our water supply. I urge everyone to pay close attention to this. So we have a large corporation that posts a $2.5 billion profit, and they talk to us about destroying our community over what they say is a loss that is literally a rounding error, when they've received proceeds, profits from this community for almost 75 years and have given nothing back. We hear from politicians about how this is the best path forward for us, but they have no real plan. Only donors and special interests that are supporting them. So I want you all to pay close attention to this. It's going to be an ongoing matter. You can find us at savepvp.org. That's SAVEPVP.org. You can also follow me on X at Buckshot Bill. And signing off from Potter Valley, California today, but there will be more.